Hey guys, welcome back to another Christmas edition of Wild&Wingless. Merry Christmas to Todd Hobson. He's joined me from over in the land of the USA. Toddy, Merry Christmas. How are you?
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you, mate. Yeah, doing well. It's a little bit cold. It's actually sort of warmer today than it's been the last maybe a couple of weeks, but I think it's a nice, warm, probably 3 degrees today as
Three,
max. So,
3 degrees max.
yeah, it was about -6 when I woke up.
That's pretty
But
much what
um,
Victoria's like, isn't
yeah,
it?
no, still over here. As you can see, we're in the race shop, the Wingo Brothers race shop tonight, and yeah, flat out getting cars ready for 25.
Yeah, right. So you guys just pretty much keep rolling with your no real off season for you. It's just you go from driving the cars to building them to driving them to building them, and that's it. Just keeps going. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty much we tore down a week and a bit. We had a little bit of a break. Like this team finished up maybe a month before I did, and we were pretty much pulled down in maybe mid-October, nearly November. But yeah, we've been waiting on some little custom stuff I made for the cars for next year, just to try to get that little bit more edge, a little bit more consistency. This chassis stuff I'm trying. Other than that, yeah, we got actually this is the bear frame is the one I use this year. This car's actually for sale if anyone wants to buy it. And yeah, rental and my own stuff down the end. But we have a DRC in here as well. That's at the fab shop right now.
A
So
DRC
plenty
as well.
going on. We got
Wow.
motors apart. Yeah, it should be a 2 motor, 2 car program next year, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, right. Oh, that's good. Because I was going to say, what's been new with you? What's happening in the land over there? So, how are you finding yourself living over there now? Is everything going all right?
Yeah, it's tough being away from like all your mates and stuff. I got some real good close people here, like the Wingos I race for, I live with, so they've been really really good for me, make me feel like family. Um, Also, yeah, Sudrettes as well. The other team I race for, like they invite me for Christmas as well, so that's pretty neat. And the Thomas family, who's my boss, so he invited me over. So there's plenty. It's not like I'm alone by myself here. It's good. So sort of I do miss racing at home in a way, but it's absolutely relieving to have a break right now. Let's just
Yeah,
say
right.
that.
Oh, that's good. So, okay, for next year, what are you talking? Where are we going? What's with racing?
So it's going to be definitely, I think, a lot more racing. So I'm lucky with MBL Transport, who is helping us out a lot with the Wingo program. We're pretty much committing to the Bloomington Track Championship, which is incorporated in the full mini series for Ford Performance Racing School. They have a Chili Bowl ride with Chase Briscoe Racing. We're going to commit to that next year, along with Indiana Sprint Week and a couple of USAC shows scattered here or there through a couple of local tracks. I'll be also running the John Sudrett 44 again, or Jason Sudrett 44, I should say. It's in honor of his son who passed away of cancer. So I'll be running that karts, a lot of the big tracks, big fast places. Not going to try wear John out as much as I did last year, so we're probably going to do about 28, 30 show, or maybe 28 shows in this package here, and probably 10 to 15 in Sudretts, and try and work on something else, but not really going to say much of that unless it happens. So it's come from under me before, and that's probably the most I'll share.
No, that's fine. We'll try and catch up next time to hear you guys.
Absolutely.
But, all right.
Hopefully it happens, but we'll see.
No, absolutely. Well, yeah, fingers crossed for you, buddy. It's been good keeping an eye on what you're doing over there. I've been enjoying the like your posts you've been putting on Facebook. As you said before, Facebook's now just saturated with people's comments or posts that you almost have to pay for all of them to get to the feeds that you want to get to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do, or you have to sort of sell out and be a bit clickbait, which I'm trying to balance that at the moment. I've been trying to put out 2 videos a week and keep the YouTube algorithm happy. So it's been good. So it's actually been good. I've actually taken a bit more time editing my videos now, and pretty much making sure I put out some quality rather than just chuck it all out like I sort of was, and there was mistakes in it. But it's tricky when I was sort of building cars, racing them, then editing and working too. So it got a little tricky.
Yep.
I think Tyson mentioned it in his podcast, Tyson Martin. He just said he doesn't know how I did it. Well, it finally hit a ceiling. Let's just say that. But, I've been happy for I've been glad I can just catch up and do it the right way. I went to PRI show last week. That is the most overwhelming experience I've ever seen. It's a racer's dream, but like a little bit of an introvert like me. I saw myself a forced extrovert. It was a little bit too much for me.
Really?
Yeah, it was a little bit too much, especially when you go with Thomas Meserol. You don't get a word in anywhere you go. So
Mate, you're just living the
Yeah.
dream. What are you talking about, buddy?
Yeah, it is. It sure is. It's yeah. Anyway, it's just onward to this year. Just hopefully can keep working at it. Not quite where I want to be over here yet, but you got to keep setting your goals higher and higher. Otherwise, you stay in the same spot.
No, that's true. Well, I know I've thoroughly enjoyed keeping an eye on your content coming out, and yeah, we both know the deal of trying to make the content and edit it and get it out there, plus live your normal life. And oh, dude, it's been pretty hard with these last 2 rounds of the WoW series, trying to get content while trying to roll on a massive roller coaster up and down what I've been on. But it's anyway, it's there. Now speaking of WoW series, you've been keeping an eye on it. You've been having a look what's going on there.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it's been a contrasting first round for a lot of guys. First 2 rounds, I should say. Some, like, obviously, Scotty Thompson nearly had a perfect night at Toowoomba.
Yeah.
And then, just that absolute heartbreak at Eastern Creek. Yeah, and, like, same with Tyson Munn. I don't even think they made the show at Toowoomba. And wins at Eastern Creek. It looked like tricky at Eastern Creek to pass, and you really had to pick when that rubber come. I watched about the second heat, it took a rubber, which is a little bit disappointing, but I've heard they've had a couple surface and track issues there in terms of base and all that, which is fair. It's good they're trying to slow it down, because I think before it was way too fast. But I like the old one, but like for wing racing, like we're just valve bouncing our little V6s, right? But I can tell wing racing, that'd be an expensive track to take a wing car to. But it seems like it's swapped now. It seems like it's expensive on tires, not motors.
Massively expensive on tires, yeah. But
it's probably still expensive on motors, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen it in person, so I can't really tell. But yeah, my sister went up too. She went up to Eastern Creek as well and had a crack and just missed out. She told me, I found it really funny in the C main because I have my race pass. So if anyone's like real stubborn with my race pass, it's what everyone uses over here. So I have it already. So I had a quick look at like 7 in the morning or whatever it was. I'm like, it went 15th to first in the C. I'm like, wow, good job. And she's like, you're gonna love when you see it. And she passed one car. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
But Toowoomba looked heavy. I honestly, I was surprised a lot of guys didn't free up earlier and have a big swing early, because then apparently a lot of them ended up too free by the feature. That's another thing I looked, and I know a lot of cars are run pretty soft, and I just don't think it's pretty soft and pretty high, and that's sort of a lot. What I noticed a lot out at Toowoomba for sure, but so far so good. It looks like I'm proud wide opener at the moment.
You are. Yes.
I'm not wearing this just because of this. It's just the hoodie I have, and I like wearing it. So, keen to see what's the next round. Actually, is it down
Simpson.
south now?
Yep.
Oh, Simpson, Jesus. Yeah, that's going to be a show. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter on the track condition at Simpson, unless like SummerSlam last year was even a rubber race, and it was still absolutely a barn burner because it did some weird stuff. It's just a track with a lot of character in it. So. It can be different every night, and it depends what classes you're racing. Like I've ran it when it's heavy and rough, like sort of probably what it was a few weeks ago. I've ran it on that, and it's still past. Like there's always an opportunity to move forward by the end of the night. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. No, I mean, I'm looking forward to the next 2 rounds. So it's going to be a double up weekend, round 3 and 4 at the Mount, and then we obviously go to the final round after the week after the Australian title at Mildura. But the next big thing we've got happening just in a couple of days' time will be the SummerSlam, 2025 SummerSlam. Now you're no stranger to this. You've raced in the SummerSlam series.
Yeah, I've only raced it like 3 times though. So I ran it the first ever year. It ran in I think 2018, or 17. I think it was 18. I had my white car, so I had the white J&J and did it, and it was Hamilton, Mount Gambier, Hamilton, Warrnambool, I think it was back then. And like we were okay. I don't think we were fantastic. I think we were 7th place every night the first year. Then I think the next time I really did it was with last year, and that was because I'd always be running my dirt mod somewhere, or running a sprint car somewhere. So, I just wanted a break because I did a lot over Christmas, and usually was traveling between Brisbane and Victoria. So, I think I've done it twice. Because I think one reason why sort of Troy did it is because I was racing the sprint car with Fitzpatrick's I was up in Eastern Creek in Brisbane. Yep. Which they didn't even race Eastern Creek anyway, so I probably could have done it. But I ran second to it last year. We had it was pretty. We only did the 2 rounds. I would have loved to see what happened at Warrnambool because
Yeah.
I think I may have. No, I didn't win the last show there because of New Year's Day, but I think I won the last Super Series around there. So I was keen to run it, but whether jeopardise that. But really, my SummerSlam last year, I just started too deep every time. You think you're sort of putting together a good night, and someone's already putting together a better one. You know,
Yeah.
That's just sort of how SummerSlam works. That's just wingless racing. Like that's just how it is. It is the same over here. You know, like yeah, like Gary always says as well. Like our class is so hard, and yeah, it's sort of one of the most competitive for the price. So that's why I like doing it.
Yep. No, I agree. So so this year they've got 4 rounds of the SummerSlam.
Yes.
First round,
yes.
Lang. What do you think about? Well, actually, I was privileged enough to see a video that Kicker showed me of you and him just running 3 wide, like banging the
Oh
boards.
yeah, it was. So the funny thing
Dude,
with that race,
that was
and if they get the
insane.
track Mickey Mouse, you can do it, and
Yep.
you just got to have the nuts to do it because you drive it like one of these things pretty much. So the track's like I would call it a small fifth. So it's probably like Goulburn if you shorten it even more.
Yep.
It's probably not even as round as Goulburn. It's probably Goulburn if you maybe to put a third out of the straightaway.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not quite as a D shape, and it's so they've. So the night that night was interesting. They sort of started. They wanted to get it slick to a cushion, and they tilled it up, made it all that. But then they sort of just didn't put enough water in it, and it just turned into rocks on the top, and then the bottom was all dusty, and it looked like it was going to clean off and lay rubber. But then they tilled it, made it a lot better, and then I think I sort of made the top. I just kept running it. I just kept running in this heat race. Like I wasn't losing and I wasn't gaining, and then just bang off it went. You know. So yeah, I had a DNF due to a belt coming off in the first heat, and feature. I went from dead last in the B to win the feature.
That was insane. This video
yeah,
showed
it was
me.
probably one of my favorite races all last year because it was so fun.
I wish I had
and
the
especially
footage.
because my mates were 1, 2, 3, and
who
Chris
was third?
Halesworth's a good mate of mine. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, we'll call it. So
Yep.
yeah, that was good fun.
Because I was asking Gary Fitzpatrick, tell me more about Lang, and he just gave me this smile, and next thing you know, Kicker just boom pulled out the phone. Here's a video I'm looking at. Thinking, dude, that's insane.
It's the best track if it's right.
Yeah.
It is really the best track. And you just got to nut up and like open your corners up, back it in like a 410. Like it's literally like that stuff. Because you have such a high gear, it can pull it, you know. Like the motors run a little hotter because of it, I thought, but like it like you have it, you know, like it's there. Like it's not like you just doughy out of like a quarter-mile corner, you know. This is smaller than a quarter. Like it'll be the most fun you have, and the berm's a nice height where it chucks you off. You can get up there and sort of use it, but you got to slow right down to hit that bottom right. And if you grab too much berm, it'll just throw you off it. So it's like you're never going to cut the pole line, and it's going to be sick if it's right. I just hope it's right. That's for sure.
It's definitely looking that way. So that's round 1, round 2. We're going to go to Mount.
Yep.
So thoughts on Mount going there?
Mount is awesome. I've been so close. I haven't won a race there, but I've been so close twice, and I think Blake's won both times.
Really? Yeah. Wow.
I did once again last year. I just started too deep, but I just had a poor first heat, and I just couldn't get going in my second heat. And I think I started 7th in the feature and ran 3rd, but I was a 3rd place car. That was just me. We weren't good enough for the front two. They were sliding, I still couldn't catch them. They were sliding each other, and I still couldn't really catch them. I actually rewatched that race the other day, and I look at it and I'm like, if I opened 1 and 2 up, I could have been a lot better. But anyway, mate, it's
good that you go back and sort of.
I always have a
little
look. Yeah. I've got really nothing to do. I do look at my old races. So.
Yeah, that's good.
Mount's great. It changes so quick during the day. Nighttime, it's sort of a little more consistent, but it changes so much during the day because Gary had a function on or something, and we had Gav running as well, and it was pretty much just me and Gav on each other's cars. We sort of helped each other out, but we're sort of between heats and we're doing our own thing, you know. When I went up and look at the track, I'm like, oh yeah, it's still greasy. Went back, I'm sort of keep it free because I'm like, if I keep it a bit free, it's gonna be tacky when I go out there, right? I go out there and it's glass slick. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's one race. So yeah, that's something. If anyone's watching this and you need to get to Mount, it changes damn quick when the sun's up.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, that sort of screwed my whole night. But Mounts are probably. I just think it's such a good 4 races, and it's gonna be the closest you're gonna get to like a sprint week or some type of American racing. You know, like And you're probably going to get a little better because over here we have to go to some shitholes. So you might think on TV, wow, these places look great, but no, this shithole some of them. So
No, that's fair. All right, so what about
yeah,
Oh, we know what you think about Simpson, but Simpson's going to be round 3.
yep. So yeah, Simpson's always great. Like I ran Ebb's car when it was rough as hell, like the December race this year, and I ran 7th or something with the flu. I just had to run with the flu to prove I could do it. And yeah, I was dead. But for the SummerSlam round, I was pretty lucky. I got in a little crash, and it was sort of my fault, and I sort of kept going, and they didn't put me in the back. But that's just, I was lucky there. But yeah, won our next heat on the fence. It was good fun, like running the boards. They had this real thing. It looked like it just got too up on the wall last year, and it's sort of like rubber. It was weird. The rubber was in the middle, not the bottom, and then it was right on the bottom in 3 and 4. So it made a rubber race fun because you had to slow down to hit it.
Yep.
But that's honestly one of the most fun races I've had on rubber. So I'm definitely not mad. And I know he's going to watch this. I got Broomy in the last corner, and yeah, he just remembered saying Andrew just did this when he got past in the last corner.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, I'll give him shit about that because he beat me at a Super Series round there once, and I chucked a slider at him in the last corner. I'll have to send you that race too.
Yeah,
we sent it to each other. It was in 2019, and we send it to each other every year on the same day, December 7th, 2019.
Wow.
And we've been constantly sending that race back and forth to each other.
Oh,
and
that's good.
Like this is how much Simpson promotes passing. So we were meant to run the modified there, and I didn't have my 83 wing. I was built because of school, uni. And I usually finish my uni, then build my car and go racing about Boxing Day. But I still wanted to race, so I ran Dad's car. Cancelled because it didn't have enough numbers. And yeah, back when we could have the sup regs weren't as vicious, I'm going to put that in there. We could nominate late to a Super Series round, which I get why they had no late noms because there were probably a lot of cars. But I think the landscape's changed a little bit with the LS sprint cars. I just don't think there's as many. But to be able to cap them as much, but I'm not in those shoes. So, but anyway, I nominated it Friday at 6 o'clock. So at late nom, I had to start the back, and I went 12th to second and 12th to first in the next one. So I started on the third, I think, and Travis and Broomy on the front row, and yeah, it come down to the last lap. I'm like, screw it, I gotta win this. I chucked one in there and cleared him. Next lap, I chucked another one in and just missed him. And I'll be honest, Broomy just nutted up. He was gonna crash it or win it, and he won it. So good on him for that. And just another thing as well, if you haven't got white walls on your tires from smoking the wall out of 2 or in the middle of 1 and 2 there or out of 4, you're not trying hard enough. So
there you go. So it's like the Darlington stripe, eh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good.
Simpson white walls, I guess. I'm trying to get it as like a common thing, but I think it's starting to take on board.
Yeah, no thanks. But yeah, no, you guys are just crazy enough to do it.
Hey, mate, you're not going fast unless you're banging off the boards.
I don't know. That's why I don't do it. I comfortably sit here and be a couch expert.
I'd be nervous as a car owner.
Yeah, no, thankfully, that car's not going anywhere. We've spent too much money now, so we're making sure we get everything ready for the next race. I'm not sure where. But yeah. All right, so once you go Simpson, I know what you guys think about Simpson. We're hitting Warrnambool for the final round of the series.
Yep. I haven't been there since the resurfaced, but it looks a lot more forgiving in a way. I sort of watched a little bit. I don't have the Fitz Media subscription, so I haven't watched it, but sort of watched a few like phone videos and stuff, and a couple on boards, and I mean it looks sort of like Warrnambool's back and like a little bit better. I think if they didn't go out after the sprint cars just completely murdered the racetrack, I think it probably would have, because it looked like, again, it just got too long on the wall, and I think you can just slow down and hit that bottom properly, and it looked like there was still a little bit of grip in the bottom, so you didn't really have to slow down and hit the bottom as much. But yeah, it looks a lot more tame on tyres, looks a lot less treacherous, because it's been bloody treacherous the last few years.
Yeah, right, okay.
But yeah, I'll be honest with you, that this how they've widened it now, it just feels like a mini Eldora. So
really,
yeah, just the ratio of it's all perfect. Like I really like it. I really like they widened it. That's for sure. It's just you felt a little claustrophobic before for how fast you were going, but yeah, now it's really cool. I think it'll be a great event.
I'm just hoping we make it through all 4. Weather plays its part and just stays away. I think, what did your sister say? She wants around about 22, 24 degrees. I think she wants just nice, not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah,
that sort of weather. Perfect.
I don't know why she wants it. I'd like 22 degrees right now.
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be good.
Yet again, I'm a bit screwed up. I'm in shorts still. So.
You are always in shorts.
Yeah,
That's,
yeah. There's
that's
only
when
been
you know
2
it's
days
cold.
here, and it was like -12 where I wasn't in shorts.
No,
It was like
that's
a
nuts.
-12 low. Yeah.
No, that's good. At least you can show your mum that you're looking after yourself on the top half, bottom half. But Susie, he's still the same, still in shorts. He's all good.
It's all right. Luckily, I always beg for forgiveness, not permission with me, mum.
That's it. That's the best way to live, I say. So the talk about the belts. I've been talking to a few of the drivers about the belt you had for SummerSlam, and we've been saying like how have you done what's the craziest thing you've done with the belt? Now I know you're not racing it, but what would you do if you had the belt? Like Brad Warren said, he would walk into KFC naked, and that to me that's pinnacle. Your sister said she'll do it. Stone Cold smash some beers. What would you do?
Yeah. I'd probably do something like that, or do the cage stands on it, and do like when they're the champion, they show it off the turnbuckle there,
off the top of the cage,
or do something, or smash Temby in the face with it, or something, like the full WWE style.
Copping it now. Jeez.
Yeah.
Nice.
I have to do it while everyone's watching video, and otherwise there's no point in it. Otherwise I just bash his nose in for no reason.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry, man. I didn't know we were going to be attacking you today.
I'm not sorry, so it's all right.
I know you're not, but geez, that poor kid. Actually, I like the story your sister told us about him as a kid running around with his backpack at the track.
Oh, yeah.
You might have been.
He's still a total race fan at heart, so I have a funny story with him. He ran the All-Star Challenge leading the All-Star 360s series with Anthony Foster.
Right.
And he gets to the track and he's more excited to get Sheldon Hodgenshield's autograph than I'm like, dude, you're literally like, we're both racing this night. I was in my own car. And I'm like, dude, you just need to race him. Like, it's pretty cool you're racing him, but just worry about racing him and beating him if you can. Like, obviously it's a lot different, but like, you're there to do a job, not get his autograph. But
he got his autograph.
Yeah, he just went and waited in line while everyone else was. Like,
he's
driving the event. I think he ran 5th or something in it. Like, he did pretty good in it.
Jeez, no, that's good.
Like Sheldon won, he ran 5th. So
that's pretty good. All right, man. Look, I know it's Christmas there. You want to get cracking to eat some food. Do me a favor. Can we have a quick tour of the shop? Is that all right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Let me swap the camera over.
A lot of people have been asking for this, so this is going to be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So, so it's a lot of. I'll flip it this way. Can you see me? So there's a lot of stuff around at the moment because we're sort of in a stock take and we can't sell anything. We're trying to sell our used parts, but yeah, I'm nearly tempted to ship a lot of this stuff home. So if anyone sees something they like, let me know and I'll put it in a container and ship it all back. So this is the Wingo Brothers race shop. Yeah, we need to tidy that. We'll hide that part. So this is the Maxim I ran for them last year, the 77. This car was dynamite, I can tell you that. Had to add all this in. We got a lot of roll bars in the thing. Mum's happy I'm safe in it. So you got the big tally for Flow Racing, of course.
Yep.
Where else we got in my seat? I need to get that welded up because there's too many holes in it. Now, we've had a bit of a change in the Hoosier state because Hoosiers are Indianans. That's what it is. So that's where Hoosier comes from. And I got our Mark Cooper here. He's got me on some American races over here. So
nice.
A couple tracks allowed them next year.
Yeah, oh, really?
Bloomington. Yeah, Bloomington and Paragon are allowed American races, and we're committing to a lot of them. We're probably committing to, I want to say, 15 shows in this thing with that, so that'll be handy.
Yep.
And yeah, this is pretty much a whole sprint car on a rack. So that's all cool. The tear down from this car.
Yep.
This Maxim is for sale. If anyone wants an absolute badass non-wing car, I think I did list it online, but I thought it was an 083 rail, but it's an 095, so because it is a razor rail. It's got a brand new motor plate in it, brand new QT body on it, so that's what we're getting on the other car. So it comes with all that new stuff in there. So sorry, I'm turning this into a sales call, but yeah.
Nah, mate, it's fine. You got to pay your bills somehow.
That's a tail tank we ripped off.
Wow.
You can see ripped it right out. So I got in a crash at Circle City at the USAC show. I was sort of charging towards the. I think I would have been in the top 10. Just how we were going. We were just picking 1 or 2 cars off a lap, and me and Jaden Rogers. And yeah, unfortunately, we had a crash in front of us, and just you're carrying that much entry speed, I couldn't stop it. And modified habit, I back in, and so I can hit the bumper in the wall, so I don't kill my rear end. So I'll just hit the bumper and pull the quarter panel off it. I'd rather do that. And I sort of just had that mentality, and I backed it in there, and it hurt. and all we did was rip the tail tank off. And the only reason we didn't run, because we haven't got the rules like here, the USAC officials allowed me and everything to race. The push car driver just would not. He just refused to push it, which fair enough. Just because the tail tank was just hanging.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, like USAC said, yeah, no, it's good. Send it. And I'm like, okay, let's send it.
Let's go. I like it.
I even got to the point. Dad was in the work area with a ratchet strap, and we're going to ratchet strap it on to finish the race because we just wanted to complete the race because we sort of faded the last 10 laps pretty bad, and we just wanted to complete all the laps and see what the car was going to do. So
yeah,
anyway,
right.
Yeah, this mule's not ours, but we've been using it. That's my boss, Mike Thomas's. So here we got a rental. If you ever need a rental, 410s, let me know.
Well, I was going to say, wouldn't that be a good? There's a good car there for anyone in Australia thinking about starting their journey over there.
Absolutely,
to get in contact with Todd. Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, these are a rental. The pricing differs. It just depends what you want to do. That's my car I'm stripping, so all my cars on here, on this teardown cart, and yeah, pretty much a full 410 engine here.
Wow.
So this one actually broke a crank, so we'll show you the crankshaft before I get too far into it. This wasn't the one I broke in my car, but it was AJ Hopkins was in it.
Whew.
Yeah, it's not a fun feeling when you break a crankshaft because I had that happen this year. Pretty much, it's like a uni's exploding. You think, nah, screw this, chuck it out of gear, shut it off straight away.
Yep.
Just an aggressive shake. But what else we got here? So this is the engine building compartment. Jimmy's actually building a Mustang motor. We need to get this thing out of here because we need to build 410 engines. The cool stuff, you know. So yeah, this is the block out of that motor.
Yep.
That's my block. So I'm actually putting a lot of this together myself, which is pretty cool. Mostly with the help of Jimmy and all that, my car owners. So yeah, I ran for Wingo Brothers. So Jimmy's the motor guy, Mike's the car guy. So they're the two brothers for the Wingos. So there's two different Mikes too. My boss is named Mike as well. But yeah, so that's pretty much all the cars and the motor bay. We got a little machine shop over here. Just little stuff. And lucky my boss owns a machine shop, so we just scab all these old tools so we can put it in the machines. I think these are I don't remember what these cylinder heads are, but we got some. These are the 270 heads, so I think they're off that motor.
Yep.
Yeah, they're off that motor over there. So, it's hard to keep track. We got my boss's Silver Crown car. He had Jimmy Light driving it last year. They're actually in the process of building a brand new one. So, have you still got me, Andrew?
Yeah, I've still got you. Oh, no. Gone.
No,
there we
I'm
go.
good. I just had a low battery.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I just had low battery pop up, but I still have plenty of battery. So, pretty much tire storage. So they don't have any storage. We used to have a big trailer out the side that we put all the tires, but we don't anymore. So, yeah, and that's a Silver Crown left rear, Silver Crown right rear. Like those things are like road tires. They're an F85. So
wow.
They're like road tires.
I've got an F85. Yeah, I've got an F85.
Yeah. If you have the most rubbered down abrasive track, chuck an F85 on.
Yeah,
Just
right.
Make sure you grind it and cut it up. Like, give it some horizontal swipes, otherwise you'll never heat up.
Jeez. Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or lateral swipes, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just having a look around. But yeah, a little tour. It's pretty neat to. I don't know if that's a bit better like this, but yeah, it's a cool race shop. Everything you need in here, like you can fix the road car. Like we got the hoist as well. I forgot to point that out.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a hoist in here as well. But that's pretty much it, really. I can actually swap back now. Let's swap cameras back. There you go. Now I can see you. Now I can see your beautiful face.
That's awesome, mate. Thank you so much for giving us the time here on Christmas Day to sit down and have a chat. I know your mother probably you made a Christmas by she knows you're alive and well. This is good.
Yep. She actually just tried to call me and I declined her call. So.
Oh no. Oh, sorry, Susie. All right, buddy. Look,
right.
I'll let you go, mate. Thank you again for the chat. Everyone, that's Todd Hobson. That was the tour. Anyone interested in getting a rental ride over there? He's the man to speak to. So let's make things happen.
Wingos have that rental. So I mean, it's not cheap, but it's like you don't have to buy anything. So at the moment, they're still in the works of it. So probably might be in the middle of this season. See how we go.
No, all good. All right, brother. You stay safe, and I'll talk to you.
No worries. I better ring me mum back.
Yeah, Thank you everyone for tuning in for this episode, and have a Merry Christmas. Thanks, guys. See you.